is a time pass. क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asks you, leave and zero complaint level. मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We cannot stop being active in this world. थोड़ी आवाज बढ़ा दो. So, we have to act. Then the question comes, how do we act? Are we acting in this world by default, or we are acting in this world by wisdom or through wisdom? See? So when we are living by default, what is our default lifestyle? We want to do everything only for seeking happiness. We are all doing everything. And what is the happiness? When the burden of our desires is reduced, to that extent we are happy. See? I had a desire that I should get married. So that burden is so much that ultimately यार कोई भी चलेगा यार. You know, this happened in South Africa. There was one girl, I was staying with them, and the father was a Ravana. And everybody in that family was frustrated. I was staying there, so you can imagine my condition. So that girl, she used to write me emails, etc. Once she said, Swamiji, I am ready to get married even to an animal, but I want to get out of this house. See? Because in that house, she was fed up. See? So, all that we do in our life is try to fulfill our desires. And desire fulfillment means the pressure on your mind is removed. See? These are few things which we have to clearly understand. All the waves come on the ocean not from outside but from within. When the waves come from within, when there is a pressure from outside pressure, that of the winds, the air, and therefore the dormant waves, unmanifest waves, they come out. Exactly the same way. When we give importance, value to anything or anybody in this world, सामने आके बैठो ना यार. So, when we give undue importance to anything or anybody in this world, that is the external pressure. And that external pressure is erupting the dormant desires for that object. They don't come from outside. And then our desire is fulfilled. Meaning what? Whatever we wanted, we got it. The moment we get it, immediately that agitation, that desire quietens down. And then we learn, okay, when I wanted this, when I get it, I am happy. So we have this conclusion that worldly things and beings are the source of happiness, and therefore our whole life is spent only in pursuit of things and beings. See? And after some time, what happens? Patana karanam. First, we start smoking the cigarette, and after a few years, the cigarette starts smoking us. How important it is. Therefore, what is required is when we interact in the world, we have to learn what exactly happens. First, we have given value to something or somebody. Nobody is born with a cigarette in the mouth and a lighter in the hand. Nobody is born. But how do we develop? We see others or billboards. One useless young man sitting on a motorcycle, Honda, and behind him another Hondi sitting. And in his mouth there is a cigarette. And she puts her hand around him and lights the cigarette. And this useless, unemployed youth looks at it. So I am okay on that chair, on that motorcycle. There has to be somebody. Somebody is not there. But cigarette is there, lighter is there. वहीं से काम चलाते. Slowly, we become so much attracted, and then we cannot live with cigarette. In short, we have two channels. One is our essential nature, second is our acquired nature. When we are under the influence of the acquired nature, we are the patana karanam, we are responsible for our own self-destruction. No cigarette tells, hey, please come and smoke me, yaar. No. We only do that. So, kurti maho dadau patana karanam means what? What is prompting us in life? Whatever we do. So it is not our essential nature is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. There is nothing lacking. But when we have this funny understanding about the world, then we start acquiring various habits. See? Then our acquired nature covers our essential nature. See? We don't have to go anywhere to discover the truth. One example I'll give you. This I learned from my regular practice. You may be doing japa, etc. I do this. Every few days I had to open my suitcase and pack my suitcase. It's the only thing I have done in my life. So if I go up, Bhagavan will ask, what you have done? I tell him this only. Packing and opening the suitcase, nothing else. See, so any time, any suitcase, you also have the same experience. Any time, any suitcase you have, it is always small. It's a universal truth. Then we don't know how to do, then you sit on that and children stand on that, we sit on that and try to pull the chain and the chain breaks and oh God, frustration. Bhagwan is enjoying. See? So, can we add space to the suitcase? We cannot add space. Then what is to be done? Remove the unwanted additional stuff. The moment you remove this additional stuff, space is already there. Understand this? Apply. So many desires, so many desires. Acquired nature is desire. And as a result of this constant acquisition of things and beings around us, our essential nature, the divinity, is covered. And then we get tired of this. Then what do? Don't demonstrate. We go to sleep. So what is a sleep? Sleep, we free ourselves from all desires. I want this, I want that. Everything is given up. And when all the things are given up, that means we empty ourselves temporarily. And in that emptiness, our essential nature, the divinity, that surfaces. And that is why in deep sleep we are all extremely happy. What do we get in deep sleep? We get nothing. Deep sleep is an experience wherein we give up everything. So, we are essentially divine. But our divinity is covered by, I want this, I want this, I want that. And therefore, Kruti Mahodado Patana Karanam. Right from childhood onwards, I do this, I do that. Constantly the same thing. Relax, man, relax. And you know, this covering is like what? How our divinity is covered. Like, be very attentive. Like, the ocean is covered by the waves. Further, like the water is covered by the ocean. So on that water, we superimpose. Ocean the cause, waves the effect. So the reality, the water, is covered by an illusion of cause and effect. See? So what is spiritual practice? Why? The sky is too high. Don't get lost in this. And therefore, Kruti Mahodadho Patana Karanam. Then we start justifying. But Swamiji, we are not like you. You don't require house, etc. But we require, we have got wives, we have got children, and we suffer. There is no proxy. You suffer in English, I suffer in Hindi. Dekho Maharaj. So Kruti Mahodadho Patana Karanam. And after we do so many things, see, what do we get? See? So Kruti Mahodadho Patana Karanam. We get again and again involved into so many unwanted things. And out of that terrible activities in this world, have we discovered ever fulfillment in our life? See, fulfillment is possible not by indulging, but by giving up everything. See? Simply chanting the mantra has no meaning. Therefore, the title we have given to this lecture series is Learn to Practice, not to tell others. It's so important. Learn. One of my friend, an old man, a retired brigadier, he met me in Delhi. Maybe about noontime flight, 12:30 he came. And he was so excited. And I came out with my bags and the trolley, everything. And he said, Swamiji, good news. I said, don't tell me you are again getting married. He said, no. I have given up smoking. That was a good news for him. I said, hey, my spiritual practice, I want to learn. And the one from whom we learn is our Guru. Guru never teaches. We have to learn. See? So, what you have to learn, Swamiji? I said, look here. Now, don't argue, simply answer my questions. Okay. How many years you were smoking? 60 years. I started at the age of 17, 18 like that. Now I am 80 plus. More than 60 years? Yes. Now, what is the quantity of happiness you had for smoking for so many years? Let us quantify it. X units. Agreed? He said, yes, agreed. Now you have given up smoking. You are also happy now? Yes. Now tell me, X multiplied by how much is your happiness in comparison to your indulgence versus renunciation? He said, X multiplied by infinite. न कर्मणा न प्रजया धने न त्यागे नहीं क्या समझ में आया? But we keep on accumulating, indulging, and therefore patana karanam. We become enslaved. I want this, I want that, I want this. No end to it. See? And whatever we get, do we discover fulfillment? We don't discover fulfillment. See? What is the fulfillment? Etan buddhva buddhiman syat krut krutascha bharata. Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, last word. Etan buddhva. Having discovered your divine nature alone, you can attain fulfillment in life. Buddhva, not krutva. Etat buddhva. So, phalam ashashvatam. But our whole life is in pursuit of these mirage of the worldly enjoyment. And as a result, gati nirodhakam. Instead of proceeding Godwards, we are proceeding dogwards. All the time. See? Now the question is, we cannot remain without activity, and this is what is happening. So what we have to do? We have to understand. See? Who is the prompter of our desires? Is it a God or we? See? Then how to come out of this maze? This is what is studying, learning and applying in our life. Now for that, start doing experiments on yourself. Particularly with reference to food. Try. And by those experiments, you will discover self-confidence. Like our Paramananda Maharaj, he had some problem in Auckland, tongue problem. Maybe he was speaking lies, therefore the tongue was bad. He could not eat properly, he could not drink hot water or anything like that. So naturally, he could not take tea, coffee for almost 10 days. So, after it became all right, I said, now look here. 10 days you can continue without tea, coffee. Now stop it for good. And he could stop it. What is required is self-confidence. See? If you want to achieve anything, whether material life or the spiritual life, self-confidence, nayam atma balahinena labhya. No, I'm afraid whether I'll be able to do or not. Are you do nahi to maro na. See? You have to have self-confidence. And for that self-confidence, these are simple techniques. See? Suppose you like sweets. Why suppose? So, decide not to take sweets for 1 year. Will it not be too much? Start. You know what is spiritual practice? Through karma. This is the practice. Discover your self-confidence. What we call self-confidence is called in the language of devotion as Ishwar Kripa. It is the same. God's grace descends in our heart as self-confidence. न हस्ते यष्टिम आदाय देवा रक्षितु sadhakam, rakshanti sadhakam. See, the God doesn't protect us by taking a danda in the hand. Yam tu rakshitum icchanti subuddhya yojayanti tam. When the Lord wants to help us, He invokes subuddhi, is self-confidence. That we have to discover. And what is the self-confidence? Self-confidence is very simple, not difficult. Self-confidence is we respect our knowledge in our actions. And our actions are representative of our knowledge. That is self-confidence. Like those who are very good in driving. See? There is one girl and she's so calm and quiet. She won't speak. Even for whole day you stay with her, she will not speak. But that doesn't mean she's bored. No. Ekdam alert. Alert, vigilant, quiet. And we were driving for a long distance, maybe about 4 or 5 hours. And she was driving, I was sitting, and 2 persons behind. 4 or 5 hours, without any break, without any honking, without any confusion, cool, straight away up to the destination. Not even once excited. Calm and quiet. That is self-confidence. See? So self-confidence comes by these small techniques. Take up some small little thing. Get up early in the morning, 5 o'clock, do some exercise, or chant the Lord's name. Therefore, what is to be done is this technique given in the third mantra. Ishwararpitam nechchaya kritam chitta shodhakam mukti sadhakam. So karma we are doing. Now the impact of the karma, where it should fall. See? Like when we take the food, the impact of the food intake is falling on the food or on us. On us. So when we are doing karma, where is the impact of that karma found? See? Here the teacher says. We have seen in the earlier verse, we are doing everything for fulfillment of our desires, but desires cannot be fulfilled, and therefore, should we stop doing? No. See? Our Nisargadatta Maharaj, once one arrogant person spoke to him. He said, Maharaj, you smoke, you eat non-vegetarian, you eat tobacco and all that. You are addicted to it, is it not? He said, yes, like you are addicted not to it. Where we will get caught up in our life, we don't know. See? Therefore, whatever we are doing, if it is done for the Lord, Ishwararpitam. See? Now see what exactly happens. When we are doing the puja, and we take out the gods in the thali and give them bath and everything. Do we use the leftovers ultimately when we have to give the Naivedya to the Bhagwan? Oh, Naivedya. See, in the fridge there may be yesterday's half sandwich. Let us say, Krishna. No. Whatever is done for the Lord, it is perfect and the best. Ishwararpitam. Let none of our activities be second grade. Friends, discover fulfillment in action, not fulfillment from action. Makes a difference. When you have got fulfillment in action, you are not expecting what will I get. And what is the fulfillment in action? That you are fortunate enough to serve somebody. And when we serve somebody happily, like my mama and papa here are doing. See, when I come here, I tell them, I feel I have come to my mic. No burden on them, no burden on me. This is what is Ishwararpitam. See? So whenever we do anything in our life as an offering to the Lord, you will not be tired in life. See? But when we do something, what will I get, what will I get, other than frustration, you will get nothing. So Ishwararpitam. Now when we do something for the Lord, then what does it mean? It cannot be second grade. It will be the best performance. And why we do it? Nechaya krutam. Not what will I get. Now this is the theme which Bhagavan Krishna brings in Bhagavad Gita. Many people don't tell what I am going to tell you. In the second chapter, Bhagavan Krishna tells Arjun, after having told everything, he started telling, first of all, the wisdom. See? Na jayate mriyate va vipaschit, everything he told. And slowly, he brought him to his personal thing. That karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhuhu ma te sangastu akarmani. Normally what people say, you do your job and don't expect anything in return. Are we dumb or what? See? Get married and don't care for the wife. See? No, not that. Then discover, think properly. Whatever we do, what for we do? To get happiness. Good. Second, karma is done in the present. You cannot do it yesterday. You cannot do it tomorrow. Because yesterday and tomorrow never come. Yesterday gone, tomorrow never comes. So we do karma today. When I do today something and I expect some result, result will always come in the future period of time. See? You get married today. Result, you wanted to have happiness. By mistake, it became misery. So, karma phala always comes in the future period of time. Whatever we are doing for happiness. So what we are doing unknowingly, we are postponing our happiness in the future period of time. Those who postpone their happiness in the future period of time, they can never be happy in life. Khush raho na yaar ne tomorrow. See how simple it is. It is not said that do your karma and don't expect any result. Are we dumb or what? That is not the meaning. It is not like that. Do your job and don't take the salary. No. Then what Bhagavan Krishna said? This is what Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi said. See? When we are doing not to seek happiness, but to express happiness, your life is fulfilled. See? Like I come to Subhaji and Sumanamma. Why I come here? Because it is an expression of joy. ऐसा नहीं, अरे बाप रे स्वामी जी आ गए. Last time it was okay, 3-4 days. This time he is going to stay for 15 days. Oh God. No. See? Therefore, they don't get tired and I don't get bored. if we are tired in our life because we are seeking happiness, and we express life through three channels. We have seen yesterday: body, speech, and mind. So whatever we are supposed to do it happily. You will never be tired. See, I get up early morning as my routine, but I see Amma also gets up early morning and finishes everything. Before you all people come, your breakfast is ready on the dining table. If I go to somebody else's place, then Swamiji will announce that when you come, kindly bring your own breakfast. See? So, through body, let happiness be expressed. Do everything cheerfully, happily. You will never be tired in life. Number one. Through the speech, speak lovingly, soft. See? It should have meaning. It should be clear. Friends, two things I learned from one military officer. We had some children's camp, and there was one military officer, retired person. So after everything was over, I said, "Sir, you also tell something to the children. They will be more inspired. They must be tired of me all the time. You tell something." So he told that what I'm telling you. He said, "My dear children, you are very lucky that you are in this camp, and what I learned, that I'll tell you, and you do that same thing." He said, "How you dress and how you address tells the quality of your life." See how beautiful it is? Simple living, high thinking is not shabby living and stupid thinking. See? In today's world, if you want to have an ideal, look at our Prime Minister. See? Not in a shabby way. How you talk, how you address, and how you dress. Therefore, whenever you are properly dressed, you feel inspired. Otherwise, same lungi and this thing and fresh, necessary. See? So, Ishvara Arpitam, first physical work should be perfectly done, cheerfully, happily. Let us find out our whatever we have to do as an opportunity to express happiness, not for seeking happiness. Then through the speech, how we speak. Is there clarity in what we talk or not? See? Are we clear what we are talking? Or we are still confused? And you also must have seen, many times it happens that we do not talk. We means anybody. No, I am not pointing anybody particularly. We do not talk. We, why you are late? Why you are coming? Wow, wow, wow. अरे यार डॉगी हो गया. See, friends, talk soft. Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat. When you do karma to express joy, when you talk cheerfully, happily, and when you think happily, you can never go negative in your life. Those who are negative, I don't think I'll be able to do it, useless. See? Uttishtata jagrata prapya varanya bodhata. It is possible. See, friends, I'll tell you one example. This you can get, this is how I spend my time, additional time. On YouTube, you get ideas for starting a small scale business. And one old couple, Gujarati couple, Gujaratis only can do it. Others can only eat. See, they were old. They are old. Maybe about plus 70 or so. And everybody have gone. Now they are only two in Gujarat. Now what to do? Simply eating and sleeping, sleeping and eating. Then they decided, let us do something so that we are benefited, others are benefited. So they started making papad and packets of 10 papad and giving in the local shops. Out of that one packet, they will be getting maximum 10 rupees or so. Like this, slowly, slowly they started. Idea was they are keeping themselves busy. That is the idea. Friends, if you want to keep busy without earning money, you will become lazy. Keep busy and earn money. But we don't require money. What to do with that? Give me. See? Without that, our commitment will not be there. Commitment is required. See? And then slowly started, then it started growing. Then they employed 2, 3 ladies around and started. Today, they have their own factory within a period of 4, 5 years. Otherwise, now we are old, what is to do, nobody in the... give kaske. Lead every moment inspired, challenging. That is life. And this is what I said, Ishwararpitam. Whenever you lead your life in an inspired mode, God is expressing through you. And Nechaya Krutam. What will I get? That dumb thought should not come in our head. See, more that old couple, they had this thing. Our idea is we keep ourselves busy and some people get some job. See? So, Ishwararpitam Nechaya Krutam. All the time, what will I get? No. Then, net result will be what? Chitta Shodhakam. See? Chitta Shodhakam. Mind is free from tensions, worries, past memories, future worries, present comparisons, self-pity. This is the highest sin, to disrespect your own divinity. See? As we should not have pity for others. If you have to have respect. When we have pity, we look down upon those people. But when we have respect, we have discovered something higher in them. So, we serve our parents. We are not having pity. Oh, poor fellow, then my parents have become old. Anyway, take chapati. No. So, when we are serving in this world, our mind is created, because service is always done for something which is higher than us. See? Therefore, when we do something with this understanding and attitude, then Chitta Shodhakam, our mind becomes purer and purer. Now, what is a pure mind? Pure mind is no more carrying 3 things. Number 1, regrets of the past. See? Worries of the future. And the comparisons in the present. In the 3rd chapter, Bhagavan Krishna tells, see, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashi nirmamo bhutva yuddhasva vigata jvara. Ishwararpitam, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya. Offer everything to me with understanding and commitment. And then, how to work? 3 techniques Bhagavan says. Number 1 is nirmamo bhutva. Mamata is with reference to the past. So don't bring your dead past in the present. जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन. This is the disease for all the old people. See, the other day we went somewhere and 4 or 5 old people, and then they started. See, I was the secretary in the government of India. I was this thing, Are yaar, is there something more in this world? Or only that? If you are going today, go with this vow to yourself. Don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. You don't have to observe mauna. You will naturally remain quiet. But Swamiji, you are telling some examples. There is a fast, is it not? Yes, I am hearing that question. Whenever you have learned from your past, you have grown wise. See? And if you only talk about our past experiences or events, we have not learned anything. When we learn, there are no impressions formed on the mind. But when we don't learn, we form impressions on the mind. Impressions are the burden on the mind. Wisdom is light. Simple example, in childhood we have touched the fire sometime or the other. Our hand got burned. Out of that we have learned fire burns. Therefore we don't have hatred or liking for the fire because we have learned. With every experience we have to grow wise. See? Therefore, nirmamo bhutva, whatever has happened in the past has happened. This I learned, from whom? I had a good fortune of meeting many, many Mahatmas of all kinds. See? Aghori and Tantric, everything. And the best part I like is, nobody has ever asked about where I am from, what is my past. Nobody, nor I ask anybody. Learn to remain in the present. Past regrets are the leakages in our present abilities. No regrets, done, gone. Then, nirashi bhutva. Don't go on worrying and trying to solve the non-existing problems of the future. What is the worry? Worry is we project a problem. Suppose this happened, what we will do? And let it happen here. See, all the time worrying. I don't know what is going to happen to this world. If you don't know, relax. If you know, be prepared. See? Nirashi bhutva. And in the present, vigata jvaraha. Vigata jvaraha means what? Do not compare and become excited in the present. Remain inspired, not excited. See, this is the meaning. Ishwararpitam nechaya kritam chitta shodhakam. Now what is a pure mind? Pure mind is an inspired mind. Ready. This is what Bhagavan told Arjuna in the 2nd chapter. When he was crying and complaining, how can I do this thing, in this war so many people will be killed and there will be bloodshed everywhere. Bhagavan Krishna didn't know that on the battlefield there is no milking, it's a bleeding. He didn't know that. See? And to such a disgusted Arjuna, will Bhagavan talk a good language? बेटा get up, कोई बात नहीं, चलो हम लोग ऐसा करते, we'll go to Haridwar. No. He gave him left and right. क्लैब्यम आस्मगम पार्थ न एतत्वयि उपपद्यते क्षुद्रम हृदय दौर्बल्यम त्यक्तोतिष्ठ परंतप. Don't yield to impotency. Klibata is impotency. And when Bhagavan said this thing, the day that incognito hiding of Pandavas were over, next day the war started. And during that 1 year period, Arjuna had to hide himself in the form of Bruhandala, a dance teacher. Arjuna was very handsome to look at, fair, beautiful, nice. Therefore, he became Bruhandala, a eunuch, and he taught music and dance to Uttara. See, Bhagavan Krishna told, hey, that part is over. Now come on, start fighting. You can imagine what a blow he must have got on the battlefield. A warrior is told you are important. See, friends, unless there is a blow, a sleeping giant cannot wake up. Every time, beta, beta, give one. All the wrong thing will go. Therefore, friends, Ishwararpitam Nichya Chitta Shodhakam. The negativities from the mind will disappear. And such a positive attitude in life is necessary for walking the spiritual path. Friends, not only spiritual path, but anywhere, anything you do, we have to have the positive attitude. There are people who have got negative attitude. Establish in that. There are some people, they are called as, before starting the anything, they have the negative. I don't think it will succeed. So they don't start. There are second type of people. They are prarambashur. Yes, we will do it for 2 days and then drop it. See? And there are third. Karyam va sadhayami, shariram va patayami. We are here to succeed in life, not just to live. This king come, that is the mukti sadhakam. Otherwise, normally people complain about, Swamiji, whenever I sit for meditation, all kinds of dirty thoughts come in the mind. If I don't sit for meditation, it is good, then don't sit. No, but everybody do meditation, then you do meditation. But then the thoughts come, then don't do meditation. See? Complaining about the mind is the major disease we come across on the so-called spiritually people. Only complain. Don't complain. Discover. See? And then you will come to know these negativities come because of the past failures. Remember that. There was one boy, he was very intelligent, good boy. In the second year or so, it so happened that just before the examination, some kind of disease or whatever health issue, he was having high temperature and admitted in ICU and loose motions and drip and everything. Naturally, examination gone. So again, he had another chance after 6 months. Very intelligent, good boy. And when again that examination time came, the same symptoms start appearing. High temperature, loose motion, getting into the IC. It happened once, twice, thrice. See? So all that college professor knew him, he's a good student. Something goes wrong. The moment that moment comes examination, something goes wrong. See? Because earlier experience, that first time it happened, now he is unable to drop that memory. See, friends, forgetting is the biggest gift God has given us. Forget. See, do you know what is thinking about God? This question was asked to me in Guwahati. I used to stay with one Jain family, very sweet family. So that Amma used to tell me, Swamiji, our Muni log come and they also tell, you also tell that think of God. But then you also tell you cannot think of God, then what is to be done? And if we tell you, our market will go, you suffer. No, please tell. So I told her. I said, Mama, not thinking about the world is thinking about God. This is that. Etad vaitat. Chitta shodhakam. And in that pure mind, you discover every day something new dimension of spiritual practice. It is not a mechanical thing. See? Every day something new. Anything you do mechanically, you are not required to involve your mind. See? Like here we don't have time, otherwise normally after every lecture we chant Ram Raksha. Now in the Ram Raksha, because I know it by heart, so the chanting is going on. I do all my this cinema drama, I come to do that also. I don't require my mind. Anything you do mechanically, you are not on the spiritual path. All the gods stand there in a queue. Yeah, किसको बुला रहा? मेरा नाम नहीं. Anything you do mechanically is not spiritual practice. Mind is required to be involved 100%. See? Try this simple technique. I have given hundreds of techniques. Try this. Listen, not do. Listen to silence. Now listen to me. When we are listening to silence, what you are doing? Swamiji, now also we are not listening to you. See, friends, there are million techniques. See, discover and learn. If we can try these two factors together again, that do not talk to yourself, plus listen to silence. If this has happened to you, then that experience is God realization. Because when we do not talk, mind does not react. Reaction of the mind is through speech. This is good, this is bad, I like it, I don't like it. Comment, evaluation. When you don't talk, mind is mind. When you listen to silence, mind does not react to sounds. So two things, neither we produce the words nor we are influenced by the words. Net result, we are pure conscious existence. We are not thinking of God. We have suspended thinking about the world. We are suspended reacting to the world. Such a mind is chitta shodhakam and mukti sadhakam. Then it leads to liberation. Now, what is liberation? Na nirodho na cha utpatti na baddho na cha sadhakaha na muktaha na mumukshurvai ittesha paramarthata. Nobody is bound and nobody is liberated. Relax. All these wrong notions will disappear. अभी टाइम है 4 मिनट. It's so simple, it's not difficult. Mukti sadhakam. Why? Because you don't need anything. But then we have got this funny thing, Bhagwan ka darshan hona chahiye. I should have the vision of God. One lady asked me, Swamiji, when will I have Bhagwan Krishna's vision, darshan? I said, what will you do thereafter? Nobody you tell me. I said, imagine, I am Bhagwan Krishna. Look at me. How long will you look at me? Tukur, 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 tukur. Then, acha, मैं bathroom जा रही हूँ, चले जाओ. Useless. You have to be to know. Where knowing and being merged together, that is called as the abiding in the truth, mukti sadhakam. Because of the mind we have fallen, and by the mind only we can go back to the reality. See, put the reverse gear and go back. See, like in GPS, suppose you go from point 1 to point A to point Z, then there is a option there, revert back. So then it will show you, start showing from the destination it has changed. The destination has become origin and the origin has become destination. No problem. See? So chitta shodhakam mukti sadhakam. Therefore, friends, this what we have learned, we have to practice in life. Therefore, we are given a title to these talks, Learn to Practice. And practice is done in such a manner nobody knows also. You don't have to have various status kind of, no. Don't disturb. Meditation in progress. Come after half an hour. No. 24/7 we are living in meditation. Give it a try. It's not difficult, my dear friends. Therefore, karmani chitta shuddhyartham. See? Karma is not done for fulfillment of desires. Karma is done for purification of the mind. And the impurity in the mind is desires. And desires happen because we have wrong notions that the worldly things are the source of happiness. No, you are the source of happiness. If you are happy, everything is beautiful. If you are frustrated, even everybody is happy, this Buddha will be sitting. Babaji, what happened? What is there to happen? Health is okay? Not yet dead. Then maro. See? Every moment we have to lead cheerfully, happily. See? And then the old people complain, Swamiji, see, nobody wants me. I say, I also don't want to go with me. See, who wants a frustrated person around? See? Anandadeva kalbimani bhutani jayante. If we are the expression of the divine, we cannot be a devil. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.